And we are back. Baldur's Gate 3. So last time when we left off, I know we kind of were just outside of Moonrise.
See any movement out there?
But I don't exactly recall if I was like, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. We're back at the Last Light Inn currently. We're going to do this whole lift the Shadow Curse, meet Halsin by the lakeshore thing. We're going to try to do that, but I think first things first, let's get a bit of rest. Also, I did a little bit of inventory cleanup. One thing is I gave Gale the Ring of Mental Inhibition, so when a foe fails a saving throw against one of your spells or actions, they gain mental fatigue for 2 turns. I also gave Carlet. I was looking at Misty Step, Karlach. It came out as Carlet. Don't know what that is. Anyway, Karlach, Amulet of Misty Step, and also the Shifting Corpus Ring to be able to do some invisibility or blur. So now she's got those abilities at hand. Otherwise, I don't think I changed anything else. Yeah, I don't think I saved anything else. Or changed. I can't talk, apparently. Anywho, we, and apparently me, need some sleep. So let's... I don't know why I can't get through all of this currently. Trouble.
Here goes nothing.
But anyway, let's end the day, shall we? Get a rest, restore all of our spell slots and whatnots. See if we can help to lift this Shadow Curse. Potentially. It can be tricky. I know that much because I've done it twice. Once I failed, once I passed. So I've got a 50-50 record on this this particular quest of sorts. Alright, so we need to meet our buddy Halsin by the shore. So we're just gonna head over this way for this. I know a bit of a strategy for this. We just got to be able to implement it. It's easier with different builds, especially since we're leaning fire. It kind of gets some of the build messed up. But that's okay. Anyway, there's some barrels. Actually, no, we wouldn't have a druid to do what I was hoping. But we got some fire. I mean, okay, so my initial strategy, the last time I did this, I had a druid in my party, and we basically made it rain, which would put puddles of water everywhere. Another character would freeze said puddles of water, which would make people slip, banana peel, that kind of stuff. Because there's about to be some waves. Oh, enemies. That's what's about to happen. We should also get Shadowheart to cast Daylight. Like this. Okay.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Exactly, how many?
And move.
Alright, we've got backpacks. There's a couple of barrels of fire wine. Do we have... I think I have a fog. No, roaring thunder. Darkness. Okay, good. I've got 5 of these. This can come in handy and help for sure. Alright, let's make a new save. Because there's a small chance we may have to reload this if we really fail. So let's at least get to here. Halsin.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
You can begin. I already did my part. Let's do it.
Very well. Once I begin the ritual, a portal to the Shadowfell will open, one that will help me save Thaniel. Whatever happens, I must go alone.
What am I to do?
With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs.
Well, you can count on me.
Good. Now it's important that only I pass through the portal once it opens. The magic is fragile. Any mistake, and our one chance will be lost forever. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works. Oakfather, hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
Okay. Let's come on up here. Okay, real quick. Let me adjust my OBS. The sound's going to go out for just a quick second. Okay. My OBS was obscured by another window. Woo-woo. All right. I mean, first thing we got to do is put some darkness on here because all of these enemies are going to try to attack the portal. So we have to defend the portal until Halsin returns, as you can see up there. We have 5 turns of defense. And I need to make sure they can't get to it, and all the long-range people can't see it. So, we're going to do this. We're going to get an arrow of darkness. And we're going to put some darkness right about there. At least that's the idea. I was hoping... Yeah, I mean, in theory, that should be okay. Alright, so we got stuff out here. So. Let's get a bit of this going.
Millions live.
Alright, that's one down. There's one over here. One over there. That's a... They're both 1 HP each. So... Not too concerned about them, but... The Shadow Mastiff. Let's see if we can get him. That's good. Alright, let's bring it back. Just a touch. Okay. I'm taking time to think on this. There's shadowy creatures here. I believe they're in water currently. We don't have any lightning currently, but we might be able to... That fire wine barrel that's right there. Gale, how about you back up a touch? And... Do not react. Okay, there's some mental fatigue, just to show what that is. So mental fatigue, affected entity has a -1 penalty or -1 penalty to wisdom, intelligence, and charisma saving throws for every turn remaining. When it fails one of those saving throws while having 5 or more turns of this condition remaining, the entity takes 1 to 4 psychic damage and is no longer mentally fatigued. So there's a bit of a, window to really work with it. Reverberation, -1 penalty to strength, dex, and constitution saving throws per turn. Basically, if they got 5 or more turns of it, it takes 1/4 thunder damage and possibly falls prone. Condition is removed. There you go. All right, Gale. That'll be good for now. Let's get a low-level shield on that. Karlach, it's time for you to really do some work here. Let's frenzy. Let's do a throw.
Ought to do it.
That one's down. Let's do a throw. Do I want to use my bonus action? No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Okay. Ow! A crit! We charmed them, though. Goodness. Terry. Alright, Shadowheart. We're gonna need some of those Spirit Guardians, if you don't mind. And if you could, throw a little bit of heal over on Terry. And we now have a weapon that's dipped in poison because of some of the gear we've got. And you can just chill right there. No flight currently. Terry is taking some aggro. Not his strongest suit.
Halcyon better get back soon.
And here come more and more foes. So, Terry, you know what you're going to do, buddy. You're going to Misty Step on out of there. And we're going to get some spikes. Okay, and he's invisible. Good. Gale. Let's see, what's the biggest threat? That Wraith. That Harper. The Mastiffs, possibly. All the Harpers. The Fists that are here as well. Not too worried about these Ravens, because they fly forward. Shadowheart can potentially grab all of them. I don't necessarily want to throw a Fireball into all of this, because it could burn all of this away. We got a couple there. What are we looking at? Those are those Pilgrims. Alright, yeah, let's do a bit of a quicken spell. Bit of that. Bit of that. Bit of that. Nope. 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 Right. You're still up with 1 hit point, so that's okay. Maybe we can do a fireball. I'd rather not. Let's just do a regular. Nice. Okay.
Ready for another round?
Alright, Karlach. Let's get an Rage throw going.
Handy.
Goodbye. Another throw. And another throw. Alright, we saved the action, because all of the really dangerous stuff is really out of range currently. Currently being questioned. You're supposed to be charmed. How dare you? Okay, walk forward. Now we can just walk on back a little bit. Oh, let's see. Maybe throw some ice. We'd have to go out there to do it. It's kind of a closer spell. Yes, that's even too close as well. Alright, let's do Magic Missile. Upcast, just a touch. Just 4 of them. Take care of that. Let's bring Shadowheart back a little bit. Okay. Alright, well, they at least recognize, it seems, that there are those spikes there, so they're trying to run around it, which means, guess what? They're funneling.
Some must have fallen to the curse.
And here comes some Gith as well. Alright, Terry, what are we going to do, buddy? We can sneak attack. With an arrow of many targets. Just a regular shot with the arrow of many targets. Let's go. Or, do we have... Oh, let's see. Arsonist oil. We have one of these. We coat our weapon in an oil that transforms targets' fire resistance to fire vulnerability. Targets that are immune to fire damage are unaffected. Let's coat the weapon. And now let's shoot an arrow of many targets. So this way it potentially does that fire stuff to a lot of people. Or 4 people. Okay. I'm going to do my second attack here so we can gain some more invisibility on the next turn. Or I can just critically miss.
Death is but a word away.
Gale, would you mind? That's why the that fire Sorlock is how I beat the game the first time. Oh, they're so good. Okay. I think you're good, Gale. Another enraged throw. Let's see what we're dealing with. Oh, this Mastiff. Alright, Karlach and I are not doing so great. Regular throw, then. Okay. And you know what? There's some stuff over here we want to deal with. I think here's a good time to take that bonus. Okay. Alright, they're doing a ranged attack, so now we've got to make sure reapply some more darkness, which is fine. Let's get some bonus heals over to Karlach real quick. And some cold right here. Okay, didn't affect the ground like I was hoping. That's okay. I just hope they all don't do this. Alright, we still got a little ways to go. On the hit points, that is. Yes, group up. No, he's not wanting to group. That's a brave boy. Let's get some Hellish Rebuke. Alright. First, let's get some more darkness. Right about here. And regular range attack. Arrow of many targets. Let's hit a Luck of the Far Realms, because... Oof! That is 4 crits. Oof. Love to see it. Okay. And I think we're chilling.
What fools these mortals be.
Gale, if you would, please. Alright, this might set the spikes on fire. Might. Just wipe them out. Gale, let's go. Initiative, -20. Alright, I think Gale might be better off a little bit inside of this.
Bye forever, pal.
Alright, let's get that ranged enrage throw right here. You're a little too close. Throw right here. You're too close. Throw. This. You're the closest one. Which means you're too close. Right. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I think for now we can sing. And let's just chill right there. I think that's the best way to go. Okay. We've got a couple of turns remaining. There you go. Get that opportunity. All right, Terry. This one's a little bit close to us, buddy. Can we... I gotta switch weapons, but that's fine. 99% right here. Goodbye. Sneak attack on you. Goodbye. And I think we're set.
Dice roll in my favor.
Gale, what are we dealing with? Shadow Crossing, which is the portal. Let's get the Yankee Warrior. I want to save some of your higher end spells, because there's more coming.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Another throw.
My faith will protect me.
It's done. I have him. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be.
Is he dead?
No. But some part of him is missing. He's hollow. I need to examine him back at the camp. Come see us when you can.
Oh. Okay, let's stop concentrating. All kinds of bodies to loot. I don't think anyone's gonna really
Let's have a look.
utilize heavy armor, but honestly, I could probably pick this up and sell it. Pick both of these up, add those to the wares. Let's see, this, add those to our wares. No, not that one. add that to wares. We're gonna make a little bit of money. It looks like. How much money is a good question. But not too bad. Alright. These ravens. Shadow Creeper, do you even have anything on you? Some wood bark. Okay. Ravens usually don't, yeah. Get some more bark, potentially. Or some sack. Okay. Boom, boom. To the wares. Oh yeah, there's this backpack. Let's check that out. Thanks. Glad we did. And also, if there's anyone out there who's wondering, like, whatever happened to your Potion Maker Alchemist and leveling it up, we are before kind of the final boss fight of this act, so don't you worry. Give this a quick little read. Need the Shadow Mastiff, blah, blah. Boom, boom. Add all of that to the wares. Some fish. Those can go to camp.
That's curious.
Hello. More fish. To the camp. Alright, let's check the Mastiff here. Keep making our way over. Another pilgrim. Read it. Thank you. Okay, more of that. Let's dig this up. We are currently encumbered, which is fine. Elixir of the Colossus. Karlak can get that. Accuracy and drow poison. I'll take all of that. Here, real quick. Let's send some stuff, like all of this, over to Karlak. Actually, all of the stuff we picked up so far, why don't we send over to Karlak? There you go. Go make yourself rich. Okay. Boom, boom, bip. More loots. Bip, bap. Boom. All of this. Add to wares. Thank you. This, which ingredient? Petrified tumor. We get lots of those. In this case, it is a tumor. Alright. Add to the wares. Thank you.
One day I'll catch a break.
Oh, did I forget something? A Shadow Curse Zealot? Let's be careful. Alright. More of the same. But that's okay. Encumbered again. Gale. Oh. Get all of this. Gale. There you go, buddy. I know there's more stuff coming up, but let's grab a short rest.
Respite does wonders.
Don't mind if I do.
Or ingredients.
Victims of the Shadow Curse. At least they were afforded a burial.
Indeed. I think these graves, if you disturb them, I think there's another fight, potentially. It's open grave. Nothing. Bone. Okay. Have a little looky-loo up here, just in case. Nope. Yeah.
That's cured. Flaming fist. Someone beat her to a pulp.
The Shield Scorching Reprisal. Shield Bash. We can do that. And there's also Blazing Retaliation, and it grants resistance to fire damage. I'm going to send this to Shadowheart. Let's compare for the shield. Let's click away from that real quick. Okay. So Reeling. Both have Shield Bash. and attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer. So I think the adamantine shield might be the better option. Oh, hello, dog. What you doing? I mean, someone could potentially use the shield, but I think for now we'll send it to camp as a just in case
I can
we've got anyone who needs it.
Must.
And then these blast mines go back to the last slide in, but let's go ahead and travel. We need to get back to camp, if I remember correctly. So let's head back there now. Oh, hello, Scratch.
Something to ask.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
Do some sleight of hand. Okay. Give me that.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Pristine mesh toe sandals will give him some pets. It's the bestest boy in all the land. Dog. They brought us some new camp wear, essentially. Alright. So, basically our tasteful boots that we have, we can replace those with some pristine mesh toe sandals. There we go. Add that to our wares. Now, Halson, did he? I'm trying to remember. Did he say camp? Yeah, he's over here.
Should all be running.
All right, let's come on over here. Have a little chit chat.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him. The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Well, tell me how I can help.
It's both simple and not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else.
Any ideas on how to find this missing half? Or actually, no. Once met a shadow child named Oliver resembling Thaniel, but he's dead now.
Perhaps not. If he truly is a part of Thaniel, then he is beyond life and death. More likely he's just hiding. We should return to where you saw him. And I truly mean we, if you wish. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side.
All right, leave it to me.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side.
Yes.
If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. Anything. Just say the word.
All right, well, stay here for now.
I'll be ready.
Okay. So now we have to return to Oliver. So let's head back to Last Light. And essentially, we're going to be heading back over here. Oh, no, we got the battlefield one. I forgot about this little travel area. Let's come on up. Oh, Oliver. You here? Hiding, potentially. Like I said, I've gotten to this point once before, so I don't have it, just all memorized yet. Right, you over here hiding again? There you are.
No! Go away!
That little bastard. Where'd he go?
Alright, well, we should be able to see invisibility. If it happens to show up. I know the portal. Okay, here's another point where we're going to save. Now I remember. Okay, so basically, we've got this night dome. That Oliver's night dome won't allow you for you to hurt him. Any damage done to the dome will be reflected in twofold to its attacker. So we more or less have to start taking out Mummy, Daddy, and whatever else happens to show up. So, Dread Ambusher. Let's get another attack going. Which also means we have to mind any AoE kind of stuff. Alright, I'm going to press forward just a touch.
Let them recite their demise.
Gale. Some fire. Let's bring it forward a bit more.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna frenzy, of course. Get that throw going.
Got it.
All right. And get some throw going over here to Mummy. Let's save the bonus action. Sleeping. All right, is that a concentration on sleeping? Because there's a chance we might be able to... I mean, we could just wake him up, basically, but let's get the Guardians going. Just do that real quick. We could fly, but I'm not going to. We don't have enough action currently, so we're just going to be chilling. Charm. The sound went a little weird. Get some Hellish Rebuke going. There we go. Gale's awake. Yeah, because basically, usually with creatures that are asleep, you can just like push them, pick them up, and that's it. And since one attacked, we woke him up. All right. Going to go for it. Okay. Nice. And we hit some levels, and I've got my notes pulled up this time. Let's see. Yep. Everyone but Terry leveled. Karlach's very angry. You could say she's in a frenzy. All right, offhand melee. Boom. There we go. All right, Gale. Regular fire. Okay.
It's go time.
Alright, so the dome is slowly breaking. So it's effectively, we've just got to wait. But I need to try and attack, though. Or I should be able to just throw something, if I'm being honest. I think that'll count as an attack. Let's get in here. Ah, lost the frenzy.
Let me show you my favorite toy.
Shadow plush. It's an owl bear. All right. let's get the sing going, shall we? Okay, good. Give him the charm. Alright, I don't think we've got the best shot. 90% though, let's go for it. 64, or another 90. Another 90. Let's go for the 64. That's literally the biggest threat. Nice. Right. Let's get a little bit of this one. Oh. Path's interrupted. Well, then let's come around. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Save that. And a critical miss as well. Just poke him. Okay. Alright, not bad. There goes one. All we gotta do is basically take out one more and then it's down. So, let's make sure it happens.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here playing? I had everything I've ever wanted, right here! And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me.
Well, you don't have to leave. All you have to do is lend Thaniel your strength.
He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up.
Well, nobody's to blame here. The curse tore you two apart. Now you can be reunited.
But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot.
Well, of course you will. You're bound to each other. Always.
So I wouldn't have to be alone anymore. He'd stay with me. Play with me. I'd like that. And he would too, I think. All right, I'll do it. I want to do it. Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
Okay. We just need now a touch of XP to get Terry leveled up. So let's first get a nice long rest. First thing, refresh some stuff, but we can also come over here.
Light on my feet.
And this should give us that XP,
I
actually.
should speak up.
It's weird that your party members, it's usually the other way around.
Hausen spoke to me while I was sleeping. He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being. For the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die.
Okay. We didn't get anything for that. Oh well. We're gonna get some stuff soon. So let's go ahead and go to bed. I was hoping a little, hey, you completed the quest. Here's a little bit of XP. You know, something like that. Alright. Nice long rest. Okay. Smoother than anticipated, that fight. That we just basically I count both parts as one fight. Alright. So I know we need to go somewhere, but there's also a travel waypoint that we're going to get anyway. But first, let's hit the last light in so I can get the party together. We can get Shadowheart to cast some daylight. I think I might have just cast it on our melee weapons.
All is ash and meat.
I did.
Watching us.
Not a fan of that, but that's okay.
Wretched thing.
We'll deal with it.
Pull yourself together.
All right. Now we need to basically find the mausoleum here. So we're going to come to Moonrise and travel up a little ways. All right. So let's
These
just
boots have seen everything.
hit the road. And I believe over this way there's... I'm just trying to look at it with the camera. Yep, over here is a fight a little later on. It could be tricky as well. Alright, basically back at the House of Healing. Yeah, this just loops back around. So let's work around it. Come over here. Actually, hold on. That's that. There is something over here, I believe. A little bit of loot. Not like extra important loot, but a little bit of loot. Wooden chest. Alright, there's more ingredients.
Something good here. I hope.
Sausages. Send those to camp. Okay. Well, or maybe... Yeah, I think the place I'm thinking of is actually a little bit further north, so to speak. Kind of the direction we're already heading. Like around here-ish, maybe? Something like that. Let's get over here. Make sure we don't wander into any unusual territories. Obviously, there's this, like, the docks and stuff. There's this, which... And it's more the battlefield, which I think has some missing people in it, if I remember correctly. Oh, hold on a second. It's like we got someone highlighted over here. What is the button for highlighting? I've all of a sudden forgotten. Okay, I'll figure it out soonish. Is it F1? Nope, that just gets back to the player. Okay, enough of that. Let's keep moving. Back through this way. And up here, where the strange noises are coming from. Oh, no, 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 no. Turn around. We don't want to go there yet. I'm actually kind of glad that highlight was on. It's not a fight, it's dialogue that we don't want to have at this present time. What's the other way around? We'll come down here in a bit. Oh, I think we need to go... Well, is there a way up that's not... Yeah, there is a path up here. We just got to go back into House of Healing in order to do it, which means we can fight. Potentially. Let's come back a touch.
Let's
And, not interacting with the door. Over here, we come through the door. get back to the elevator. Back to the roof is where we want to go. Actually, real quick,
What's up for discussion?
we can sell
The
our wares.
doctor's found oblivion. Well, no time to mourn. I'll fix this without him.
Like to trade?
Still not feeling better? Let's see if I can help you.
Don't worry. Alright, sell wares. Oh, they don't have enough gold. Well, let's sell what we can. Bit of that. Let's see. Just keep selling. That's a pretty pricey piece, it seems. What else you got? We can do that. Can we sell any of these? We can sell one of those. Good. Worm toxin.
Now, if you will excuse me, I've got to tend to my patient.
Okay. Alright. Oh, don't close the door. Just come over here to the elevator. Let me look real quick what this highlight is. Let's see. Highlight. No, not objects. Get over here. Interact with the button. Oh, nope. Actually, get everyone on the elevator first. Let's
I wonder what the next move
not
is.
group.
One with the weave.
There we go.
Let's get going.
And now we interact. Okay. Okay. Ah, there we go. I knew it was, like, up in the upper left corner of the keyboard. All right. Yeah, we should be able to, like, come through here, and then come through here, and then... Well, actually, we could just go through the door, potentially.
A couple turns should do it.
Yeah, a couple turns should do it. Not even gonna boost. You hear the noise. Boom. Nice. Okay, everybody group up.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I got some books. There's
No
a
traps, please.
chest over here. Oh. One of the sisters that is way down there has decided it does not like us. Well, I'm just gonna lockpick this chest anyway. Give it a search. Add to wares, take gold. In my turn,
Step to it.
get over here.
I'm heating up.
Karlak,
Knees high.
if you don't mind. I'm genuinely curious how
Keep going.
that sister's even gonna get up here.
Gone with the weave.
Just end everyone's turns. Can we shoot? Let's see. Path is interrupted. We might be able to come out here on the roof and do it. So let's just make our way over. Okay. Terry, I need you to take care of this, buddy.
What do I have to lose?
Nope. No XP? Oh, gotta be kidding me. Alright. Now, where were we? Back over here.
Don't waste a step.
Ooh, there's another chest.
What's hiding here?
Let's give that the
Right
lockpick.
tool will do the trick.
Boom. All right, we've got key rin hair, poison spore, and a hook. Actually, real quick, let me open up my alchemy pouch. Oh, yeah. Send all of that to Brenna for later. When we do, get ready to make some potions and stuff. All right, up here. There it is. There's our waypoint. All right, so before we do this next little bit of business, let's go back to camp. Let's have a little chit-chat with Astarion.
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more.
So it would seem.
I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so probably safest to skip it.
All right, need you in the party.
Well, obviously I would, but you have so many followers already. I wouldn't want to crowd you.
You can take Karlach's place for now.
In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
All right. We're gonna leave camp. And just make our way right down here to... There we go. I was gonna say, when is that gonna kick in?
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark he went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed.
A warning, no less. Don't tell me you're worried about me.
Merely protecting my assets. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead.
And what dangers are those?
Oh, we both know they are soon to be revealed. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role.
All right, fine. Paint me a picture.
There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long, tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed.
I don't think we can persuade as well, but let's try it. Paint me a clearer picture. We'll even get some guidance. Boom.
Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action.
We might be able to use a little insight. You're only telling me half of what you really know. I can tell. I can't read. I can't speak. Boom. Got some good rolls. Good rolls today.
This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it would be in my best interest as well should it remain trapped in the dark. Or misplace its head, perhaps. I should not relish its reacquaintance. Let's leave it at that.
Fair enough.
You have it in you to author a thrilling finale if you heed this warning. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours.
A fairer deal than I expected.
You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly. And will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed.
Okay. So that is coming up. But we need to go to camp. And we are going to get Karlak back. Ooh, there she is.
What's on your mind?
Let's see. Come on, head down.
No room in your party. What should I do?
Take Astarian's place. He'll stay here at camp.
Let's hop.
All right. Now, we are going to see if we can end this episode by getting some of that XP. And there's a place very nearby here where we can do that. Hopefully. Hopefully. Add that to our wares, get the gold. Okay. Essentially, we're going to come on down this way a little bit. But we might need to get a little closer to be able to see what's down here. That's the thing. And as soon as they come into range, which for us is, you know, at least a decent range, but visually being the main thing. That was all of us failed perception. Okay, we might have to do this the slightly more difficult way then. Let's just hop down. Come on over here a little bit. Let's give it a save, just in case things get really bad. Actually, I've got an idea. We're gonna use Shadowheart as bait for this. Alright. Shadowheart, why don't you... Nope, 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 nope. Not you, Terry.
This will guide me.
Alright. Now, nothing's showing up, eh? That is where you were wrong. It's like, there's not a... Oh, there's a hole right there, and Shadowheart's not getting hit. Oh, they're hitting the doors. That's right. I forgot. And our little surprise attack isn't going to work for right now, but that's okay. Just got to wait out the fish rounds. Lots of dashing. Missed the net. Alright, we're surprised, so... Guardians, do your thing. And let's get some flight going, shall we? Make them work their way into this central location. Of course, they can do a lot of ranged attacks, as we've seen. But for the most part, they're going to need to get closer. And there's a lot of them. Keep missing the net. That's good. Still good. All right. Terry, buddy. Get a sneak attack going, will ya? Nope. There's the XP. That's what we're looking for. Boom. Sit. All right. I think... use my Misty Step. Get a little bit closer.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Gale, if you wouldn't mind, a little bit of a fireball right there. Thank you, buddy. Karlak. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the frenzy. Get the throw going. Boom. Another throw. Nice. You know what? Bonus action. Why not? Another throw. And another. The chief. Boom. Now let's walk in. It's always nice. Let's see if we can throw a nice fireball right over here. Okay. We'll just move forward a bit. Let's see if we can charm. We've had some nice success on the charms. Usually those don't work. How dare you? How dare you? Ah! Terry is having a bit of fun in this fight. Oh. I shot the floor. I thought I was targeting... Ugh.
No blue, all doom.
Anyway. Just regular fire. That works.
This is my happy place.
All right.
Go on.
Come on, Karlak. That's what I'm talking about. More throws. Nice. Another. 3 for 3. Okay. Final ones. Let's see if we can, bip. 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 That magic missile, and we're gonna fly right over to them. Hit him with that Spirit Guardians. Okay, Terry. Sneak attack, please. And finish this one off, would you? Thanks, buddy. There we go. Got our levels. Alright. Let's come on down. Group. Okay, some rings, more tumors. I'm telling you, today it is a tumor. Alright, these can go to camp. Add that to our wares. Rotten fish, no thanks. Poil. I'll take this to our wares. Some grease, Karlak. Why not? Camp, us, and wares. More camp. Us. And wares. Okay. Add your wares. And the chief has got a lightning jabber. So on a hit, possibly shock your target. Throwing lightning damage. When launched at a target, deal an additional 1 to 4 lightning damage. Karlach, this could very well be yours, but it doesn't return, so we'd have to wait until we get her leveled. I believe it's this next level to get the Eldritch Knight for being able to enchant a weapon to have it return. So, Karlach. Some gold. Pick that up. Send that to camp. Add those to our wares. Don't mind if I do. More wares. You know what? We'll pick up the rope too. Why not? All right. Nope.
Pave my path with corpses. Build my...
Gone fishing. Catch you later, Ellis.
Little fishing pun. All right. Add that. Karlach, you can get some more grease. Add those to the wares. Okay, who needs a potion of greater healing? Every time the pig's like, ah! Actually, Terry, let's drop one of these over here. And Karlach, you can get that one. Add those to the wares. Boom. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Don't think there's anything else down here. So let's come on up over here to this. Actually, there's a little cave over here. Can't forget that. It's ominous crevice.
Anything of use?
Check the fish barrel. Rotten fish, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna end the episode by leveling. Let's do that, and sound's gonna go out for just a moment or two here and there while I get my notes. All right, we're gonna level up our rogue. We're gonna change the subclass here from thief to assassin. We're a Gloomstalker Assassin. So, we prefer to deal sublime punishment to a single foe at a time, not in a duel, mind, because duel implies chivalry, and you're too busy getting the job done for honor. So, we have initiative. You're the deadliest against unprepared enemies. In combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that haven't taken a turn yet. And if you've noticed, we've basically, Terry, have gone first every combat. So, we get advantage. Ambush, any successful attack roll against a surprised creature is a critical hit, meaning if instead of just walking into combat, we sneak attack, that initiates combat, surprises a whole round of people. Critical hits. And Assassin's Alacrity, quick as an alley cat in a rain-dark city. You immediately restore your action and bonus action at the start of combat, so helps us on, like, if, you know, we have a bonus action that refreshes after a short rest or something like that. As soon as we start combat, it's back. Bip. That's what I'm talking about. Now for Gale, let me switch back over here to the Gale notes. So, level 8 Gale. We are still leveling up Sorcerer. We can get a Dimension Door, so we can teleport yourself in up to one adjacent ally to a place you can see. So it's like a team Misty Step. The ally cannot be larger than medium. So we get a bit of that. What else do we want? I mean, we have Daylight that could be useful, but Shadowheart's doing that right now. Haste is most excellent. I thought I learned that. I mean, technically, well, I'm going to go with haste. Let me see something. If I, just out of curiosity, if I pick Misty Step and change it, I still have Dimension Door. Okay. So let me run back something. Kind of look at my prepared spells, so to speak. So I should have... let's see. Counterspell, of course. Fireball, yes. Enhanceability, yes. Hold Person, yes. Scorching Ray. It is Misty Step is the one that I don't need, actually. So that can go, and I'm going to replace it with Dimension Door, because it's basically Misty Step, but with multiple people. That's what it is. Okay, we confirm that. That's still haste. Misty Step out for Dimension Door. Accept. Thank you. Glad I looked at my spell list there. All right, now for Karlach, we want to go to Eldritch Knight. Cantrips. Minor Illusion is always a good one to have. Light can have some uses. What else? Friends, no. Chronic Fire. Fireball is always just a nice, useful one. Mage Hand can be useful here and there. But it's int based. And she doesn't have quite a lot of int, so let's go with something that doesn't really need int, and that would be Mage Hand for the spells. Magic Missile's always decent. Shield, always good as well. Expanded. Let's look. Give me 1 second. Apologies. Refer to something here. We go Thunderwave as well. So that way if something, you know, gets a little close, push, back off. And we accept. And finally, we've got Shadowheart for our level 8. We are getting the Guardian of Faith unlocked, Death Ward as well, Life Domain. We already know this spell is the better version of the one you know. So for preparing, temporarily banish your target to another plane of existence, which is always cool. Don't necessarily need that. Free movement, though. Snap an ally out of any stun. Difficult terrain can't slow them, and they can't be magically paralyzed or restrained. That can come in handy in a few instances, for sure, that I'm thinking of. I think banishment could probably come in handy, too. Let me look. Is there anything? This eventually we want to get rid of. Guiding Bolt's good to get a little radiant damage. Command. I think we're going to replace command with banishment. I think that's the way to go. This is not on my notes, by the way. This is just more of a what looks good, and I think that's the way to go. Except, could potentially banish someone to another plane of existence. That sounds cool. Alright, so we're going to get out of here. Next time, we'll go inside the ominous crevasse. Oh, yeah. And then we will go up here where Raphael warned us about. This opens up to a whole other area. It's pretty crazy. And actually, I think before we really do that, I want to swing by Moonrise Towers and look at maybe doing some purchases, because once we do some stuff in there, some of the world changes a bit without spoiling anything for those of you that don't know. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll explore the crevasse. Oh yeah. Go back to Moonrise, see if there's any purchases we need to make before that gets cut off. Come back here, do all that fun stuff. There we go. So that will wrap things up for us for now. And I'm going to get out of here. But before I do, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.